welcome back to my channel. If you hear noises, my toddler is in the background just playing with stuff, but this is really the only time I have to like film this update. There is some new news with my brain. I do want to give a disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just a patient, and I'm going to try my best to describe what's going on, but I just keep that in mind. If I'm not 100% correct, that's why. But as far as my stent goes, like where my actual stent is placed on my left transverse sinus, that is beautiful. It's looking great. It's healing just right. I don't have any issues with stent pain or anything like that at all anymore. I do still have some mild pressure issues, but they're, again, mild, and I can manage my day-to-day life without it impacting it at all. And they come and go, so it kind of depends what's going on. Sometimes my cycle can disrupt it. Sometimes the weather can disrupt it. It just kind of depends on like what's happening. But overall, like that, as far as that goes, I'm doing great. However, I do have, and I'm totally gonna butcher it, but I think it's called Arachnoid granulation. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna put a little description here, and then I'll summarize it in just a second. So essentially, that is what I have. I have one of those in my brain somewhere. I wasn't able to go into the doctor office to get the results of my scan, but the doctor did call me and let me know. As far from what they can see, it seems relatively asymptomatic. I don't have any issues with it. There's no visual issues in the brain with it, but they do want to monitor it. I don't know if they change, if they go away. I don't really know how they work. He's making a mess over there. But they do want to keep an eye on it because it can cause pressure issues, which sucks because I have the stent, and so if I get pressure issues, we won't know what's causing it, and we'll have to figure it out from there. But from what I understand, what caused this is they also have, my doctor also told me they're also called a brain herniation, I believe. And essentially when you have that really high pressure, it causes that, I don't really want to call it damage. Oh my gosh, he's getting into all my old stuff. Anyway, it essentially kind of injures your brain when you have that high pressure, and that's like a result of it. And the only way it really affects you is if it's really, really bad, which mine isn't. So as far as mine goes, it's fine, but we do want to keep an eye on it. What else? I think that is it for now as far as like that goes. Everything else is relatively the same. I may do another update at the year mark. It just kind of depends on if there's any new news to deliver. I am supposed to get a scan done again for that brain herniation. Oh my gosh. But I don't know when that's gonna happen because of COVID, and I live in LA, or not LA, I live in Southern California. LA is crazy right now. I live in Southern California, like a couple hours away from LA, so I'm sure it's gonna be a while. I'm not an emergency case by any means, so I don't need to go in right now. But when I am able to, I will let you guys know, and I'll see you then. Bye.